One of the most painful discoveries in life is realizing that many people you called friends were never truly loyal to you. They were loyal to the value you brought into their lives. As long as your presence made their journey easier, they stayed close. As long as you solved problems, gave attention, shared opportunities, or made them feel better, they appreciated your company. But the moment your circumstances changed, many of them quietly changed with them. This truth hurts because we naturally believe friendship should be built on loyalty. Yet if you want to stop living in disappointment, you must understand a reality that most people spend years trying to deny. People are usually loyal to their own interests before they are loyal to any individual. Look around carefully and think about how most relationships begin. Some friendships are formed at school because you spend every day together. Others develop at work because you help each other achieve common goals. Some exist because of business, social circles, hobbies, or shared ambitions. There is nothing wrong with this. Shared interests often create meaningful connections. The mistake begins when you assume that shared interests automatically become lifelong loyalty. Circumstances change, priorities shift, and many relationships quietly disappear because they were never built on something deeper than convenience. Think about the people who once promised they would always be there for you. How many remained exactly the same after your life changed? What happened when you lost success, money, influence, or the ability to help them? Did everyone stay beside you? Or did some people slowly disappear without explanation? These moments are not accidents. They reveal an important lesson about human nature. Many people do not intentionally plan to betray you. They simply follow the direction of their own interests. When their priorities change, their loyalty often changes with them. This is why expecting permanent loyalty from everyone creates unnecessary suffering. Expectations built on fantasy almost always end in disappointment. We imagine that because we were kind, generous, and supportive, others will respond with the same level of commitment forever. But human beings are influenced by changing desires, fears, ambitions, and opportunities. Someone who values your friendship today may value a completely different priority tomorrow. Accepting this truth does not make you cold. It makes you realistic. Once you stop expecting impossible consistency from ordinary people, you stop feeling personally betrayed every time life changes. Notice how easily some people confuse usefulness with friendship. They contact you whenever they need advice, emotional support, financial help, or professional connection. They seem deeply interested in your life while they benefit from your presence. But once their needs are satisfied, communication becomes rare. Days turn into weeks, and weeks become months. Then suddenly they return the moment another favor becomes necessary. If you pay attention, these patterns become impossible to ignore. They are not revealing friendship, they are revealing dependency on convenience. Many people continue investing in these one-sided relationships because they believe greater sacrifice will eventually create greater loyalty. They think if I help them one more time, they will finally appreciate me. They continue giving their energy, time, and resources while expecting future devotion in return. Unfortunately, loyalty cannot be purchased through endless generosity. Kindness offered with hidden expectations eventually becomes resentment. True friendship is never built on emotional debt. If someone remains beside you only because of what you provide, then the relationship was never built on genuine respect to begin with. There is another important lesson hidden here. People often reveal what they truly value through the decisions they repeatedly make. Watch where they invest their time. Watch what they protect when difficult choices appear. Watch who they prioritize when circumstances become complicated. Actions quietly expose priorities far more accurately than emotional promises ever will. Someone may repeatedly tell you that you matter, but if their consistent choices always place personal convenience above your relationship, believe the behavior instead of the words. Patterns never lie for long. Understanding this reality also protects you from becoming bitter. Instead of expecting everyone to become your lifelong companion, you begin appreciating people for the role they genuinely play in your life. Some relationships are temporary, some exist for a particular season, others teach valuable lessons rather than lasting loyalty. Accepting this allows you to enjoy meaningful connections without building your emotional security upon them. You stop demanding permanence from relationships that were never designed to last forever. This does not mean genuine loyalty does not exist. It does. But it is incredibly rare. That rarity is exactly what gives it value. Truly loyal people remain consistent when circumstances become inconvenient. They respect you whether you are successful or struggling. They remain honest even when honesty costs them something. They celebrate your victories without hidden jealousy and support you without constantly calculating personal gain. These people are uncommon, which is why they should be appreciated deeply rather than expected from everyone you meet. The strongest individuals understand that emotional stability cannot depend entirely on the loyalty of others. They value friendships, but they never build their identity around them. They respect people without becoming emotionally dependent on them. They recognize that human interests constantly change, and because they understand this reality, they protect themselves from unnecessary disappointment. Instead of asking everyone to prove lifelong loyalty, they quietly observe character, appreciate consistency, and accept that actions always reveal where a person's real priorities belong. Once you understand that most people are loyal to their interests before they are loyal to you, you stop chasing impossible expectations and begin seeing relationships with clarity instead of illusion. And once you see this truth clearly, the next lesson will reveal why kindness, attention, and shared time should never be mistaken for genuine loyalty. Once you accept that most people naturally protect their own interests first, another mistake becomes much easier to recognize. Many people confuse kindness, attention, and shared time with genuine loyalty. They believe that because someone speaks gently, spends time with them, laughs with them, or offers occasional support, that person will always remain by their side. But human nature teaches a different lesson. Kindness is not always loyalty. Attention is not always commitment. Time spent together is not always proof of a lasting friendship. If you fail to understand this difference, you will continue expecting permanence from relationships that were never built to survive difficult seasons. Think about how easily people become emotionally attached when someone treats them well. A few meaningful conversations, a few thoughtful gestures, and a sense of connection begins to grow. It feels comforting to believe that you have found someone who will always stand beside you. But emotions often reach conclusions long before reality has provided enough evidence. This is where disappointment quietly begins. Instead of observing consistent character, people start trusting temporary feelings. They mistake pleasant experiences for permanent loyalty, and when circumstances change, they feel shocked by a reality that had been revealing itself all along. Kindness is valuable, but kindness alone does not tell you how someone will behave when life becomes difficult. Almost anyone can be kind when there is no personal cost involved. It is easy to smile during peaceful moments. It is easy to offer encouragement when everything is going well. But real loyalty is never measured during comfortable seasons. It is measured when supporting someone becomes inconvenient, uncomfortable, or even costly. That is the moment where appearances end and genuine character begins. Notice how some people become incredibly attentive while they benefit from your presence. They reply quickly to your messages, enjoy your company, and seem deeply interested in your life. But ask yourself a simple question. Would this same level of attention remain if you could no longer provide anything useful to them? If your success disappeared tomorrow, would they still make the same effort? If your influence vanished, would they still value your presence in exactly the same way? These questions are uncomfortable, but they reveal the difference between temporary companionship and lasting respect. Many friendships quietly depend on circumstances rather than character. School friends often remain close because they see each other every day. Colleagues develop friendships because they work toward common goals. Business relationships grow because both sides receive mutual benefits. There is nothing wrong with these connections. They can be enjoyable, supportive, and meaningful. The mistake is assuming they automatically become permanent simply because they feel strong in the present moment. Once the shared environment disappears, many relationships naturally fade because the foundation was convenience rather than deep commitment. Another warning sign appears when someone's kindness changes depending on your situation. Some people celebrate your company while your life appears exciting, successful, or useful. But when you begin facing personal struggles, financial difficulties, or emotional challenges, their enthusiasm slowly disappears. They become distant without explanation. Their attention moves elsewhere because your circumstances no longer match their interests. This does not necessarily mean they plan to deceive you. It simply reveals that what seemed like loyalty was often connected to convenience, paid attention to consistency rather than intensity. Intense friendships often feel exciting because emotions grow quickly. People promise lifelong support within weeks. They describe you as family, tell you that they will always be there, and create the feeling that nothing could ever separate you. But genuine loyalty rarely announces itself with dramatic promises. Instead, it quietly proves itself through consistent actions over long periods of time. The people who remain dependable rarely need to convince you with words because their behavior already provides the evidence. Another common mistake is believing that someone who understands you automatically becomes loyal to you. Emotional connection can create comfort, but comfort alone does not guarantee commitment. Someone may genuinely enjoy talking with you while still placing their own priorities above the relationship whenever difficult choices appear. Understanding this helps you appreciate meaningful conversations without allowing them to become the sole foundation of trust. This is why observation always matters more than emotion. Watch what people do when maintaining the relationship requires effort. Observe whether they remember you only during moments of convenience or whether they continue showing respect when life becomes complicated. Do they disappear whenever challenges appear, only to return once everything feels comfortable again? Or do they remain steady regardless of changing circumstances? These repeated behaviors tell you far more than kind words ever will. One of the greatest forms of emotional freedom comes from appreciating kindness without becoming dependent on it. Enjoy the moments people share with you. Value genuine conversations. Be grateful for support when it is offered. But never build your entire sense of security upon temporary attention. People's lives change, their priorities change, their responsibilities change. If your happiness depends entirely on someone continuing to behave exactly as they do today, disappointment becomes almost inevitable. The wisest people enjoy relationships without becoming blinded by them. They welcome kindness but continue observing character. They appreciate attention without confusing it with lifelong commitment. They understand that true loyalty is exceptionally rare because it survives changing circumstances instead of depending upon them. This mindset protects them from unrealistic expectations while allowing them to value authentic relationships when they genuinely appear. When you stop confusing kindness, attention, and shared time with genuine loyalty, you begin seeing people more clearly and protecting your peace from unnecessary disappointment. And once you understand this difference, the next lesson will reveal why unrealistic expectations become the true source of the deepest betrayals people experience. After understanding that kindness, attention, and shared time do not automatically create loyalty, you arrive at one of the most important truths about human relationships. The deepest pain people experience is often not caused by betrayal itself. It is caused by the expectations they created long before the betrayal happened. If you truly want to stop suffering because of other people, you must stop expecting them to love, support, and sacrifice exactly the way you would. Every expectation you place on another person becomes an invisible agreement that exists only inside your own mind. The problem is that while you believe this agreement is real, the other person may never have accepted it at all. It is caused by the expectations they created long before the betrayal happened. If you truly want to stop suffering because of other people, you must stop expecting them to love, support, and sacrifice exactly the way you would. Every expectation you place on another person becomes an invisible agreement that exists only inside your own mind. The problem is that while you believe this agreement is real, the other person may never have accepted it at all.